Hey guys, I'm Zaragor. This is
And I'm Zaragor.
This
is Anime's Corner. Pa pa pa.
So, we're back.
The moment you're here for.
I'm Zaragor. He's
I'm Zaragor.
not Zaragor.
I'm not Zaragor. Okay. I'm Lilsteamroller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his nigga.
Look me up on I think that's my PlayStation name, actually.
It's his Xbox.
Is it my Xbox name? Why do you know that?
Okay.
Okay.
So,
That's my
we are here today to review.
Titanfall on the Xbox One.
Not even close, baby. We're we're here to review Titan.
It's perfect. We're here to review SAO.
Sword Art Online
Yes.
for anime.
For anime.
Um,
That's the platform, anime.
Listen, he's new to anime, and I've been watching anime for years.
SAO was legitimately
his first.
my first anime. Watched front to back.
So, for it being your first anime, what did you think?
Honestly, I thought it was really good, but not as an anime. I'm saying as a show in general. Because I watch, like, a lot of TV. Like, Breaking Bad, shit like that. So to see that, I thought it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Just from, like, storyboarding and show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what to expect from animes, honestly.
Mm-hmm. From, like, an anime point of view, like, I thought it was really good. Like, I really liked it a lot. It was fun. I really liked the animation and the story behind all of it. Like, even the second story arc, where people start talking a lot of smack on it, we both really liked that a lot. Him not liking it, or not being in anime, and me liking anime, we both really liked it a lot, even though we just kind of set aside, like, all the petty stuff that people had wrong with it. Like, oh, it's fairies.
I thought the flying made it badass, though.
Yeah, I really like the flying aspect and the combat.
If you could
To
get past
talk
fairies,
on that, the action scenes of Sword Art Online is what makes the anime. It is the best part.
Not to mention, I mean, yeah, the action's amazing. It's not bloody, though, either, which is nice.
Yeah, it's like a digital blood kind of thing they got going on. But it's not bad. It's satisfying.
I've watched, like, a few here and there now, other animes before we actually started recording this. And, like, I'm noticing, like, they could get, like Hellsing Ultimate. There's some blood in that. This isn't like that. Which is, it's good. It speaks for the tone of the actual show.
Yeah. Like I said, the action scenes and the fights and stuff is where this anime shines. Like, it's great. The action sequences, like, you get pumped up with the main character, Kirito. And I think that's where we should start talking about the characters.
Yeah.
What did you think of Kirito? Like, try to separate him from, like, the beginning, and then, like, the Kirito he turns into. Try to just think of, like, the beginning. Like, what'd you think of him?
In the beginning, he sort of reminded me, like, Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was, like, this weird, loser. Right? That's how he starts out. He doesn't have any friends in school, anything like that. But he becomes, like, the biggest badass, basically, after the, first 40 minutes of the show. He becomes, like, the biggest badass in the world. And, like, he's some serious shit. Like, wait, am I allowed to do that on air?
Yeah. On air.
I know this is live TV broadcasting. No, but, like, it doesn't take him long to become a badass.
Right.
Which also is good for the show, because who wants to sit there and watch a pussy try to fight a wet paper towel for 5 episodes?
Yeah, it definitely does jump in really quick. I can tell you, I have a rule about anime. I watch the first, like, even if I'm skeptical, I watch the first 5 episodes, and then if I don't like it, I'll stop then. 5 episodes, I feel like it should either show you what it should show you then what the show's actually about and like get you hooked. With SAO, the first episode
Gets you hooked.
I was hooked, yeah.
I was hooked, and I was very skeptical of anime as a whole thing. And actually, I want to say that this was like so good, it turned me on to watching other ones. Like right now, I'm currently trying to finish, I mentioned it already, Hellsing Ultimate. Still gotta watch a couple of that. And Death Note's the new one I'm trying to watch right now, because that one's really good too, but we're not going to get into that. But like, this turned me on to the whole art form category, the whole category.
Yeah, it was, I don't know why, but like, I was skeptical at first when I watched it before I introduced him to it, and I really enjoyed it by myself. And I thought, not only did I like the action, but I liked it. It got you in the feels at certain points, like a lot.
It tugged at the heartstrings a bit.
Yeah, and I liked a lot of the aspects. It's not perfect. It's not perfect by any means.
No.
But it is, it does have certain aspects that if you appreciate it, it will hook you quickly. You get attached very quickly to almost all the characters, even though this show does lack a lot in character development.
Oh my god, yes it does. Just the only thing that angered me about this show, they introduced the coolest character ever! Coolest character ever within the first scene. His name's Klein, by the way. Klein! Anyway, coolest character in the whole show. He's in like 5 minutes of the entire show, and he's like an important character too. He's an important character in the fiction. I don't want to get too into it, because if you're looking at a review, you might not be looking at it. You might be looking at it for a decision or the watch. I try to want to keep this spoiler free.
Well, we're gonna get into spoiler territory later.
Yeah, exactly. But he's important, and he's only in it for like 10 minutes, and they just need the kiss. That's all I need to do.
Yeah. I didn't get that feeling, but there's definitely some people see the sexual tension. It's very different if you watch
at me when you said that. Some people, yeah, it's me.
If you watch it in Japanese, it's you can take some of the things they say one way, and if you watch it in English, you can take it the other way. In the first episode, Klein
says you're my type.
Yeah, basically.
That's exactly what he says.
No, he says that in the Japanese version. He says, you're my type. But in the English version, he says, I think you look
a lot... bad-looking guy.
He says you look a lot cooler now than you did in your avatar, because, spoiler alert, they get rid of avatars in the whole show. So,
and then they started holding hands and making out.
That didn't happen. So, in the Japanese version, you could look at it like they're trying to break the ice, which is what, try to make the situation less tense, because they were saying goodbye.
And it was that was a very important part, that people were affected, they were fearful for their life, and I believe there were suicides and stuff.
Yeah, there were a lot.
There were a lot of suicides at that section of the story. I guess this is where we get into, sort of spoilery stuff. This is first episode stuff, though.
We're going to start talking about more and more stuff, so I hope...
Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, but I hope it is something that you should watch.
You might see a nipple.
Just do what I said. Watch the first 5 episodes. If you're not hooked...
Then watch the rest of the series anyway.
Even the first 4 episodes. Just make it an even number. Watch the first 4 episodes. If you're not into it, don't continue watching it. It's a very short series. It's 25 episodes.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That might be more than the actual series. Is that the exact number? Do you remember?
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, it's very short.
It's
a shame, because I would have watched 250 episodes of it.
I
loved it.
I've heard they're trying to continue it, the anime, because the manga did continue. There's 2 more books after where they leave off in the
You were telling
anime.
me something about this. Yeah, like one of them was like a first-person shooter type deal.
Well, not first-person shooter, but it
It was
based
a
around
military
guns.
shooter.
Based around guns.
Yeah, based around guns.
Like the first one was swords. The second game or book is
Fairy
fairy
swords,
magics. It's
yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
And then I think the third or fourth book is guns. Definitely one of those two. And then
What was the other one?
I don't remember, but I think they're continuing the anime slowly. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. But I love the art and the action.
Yeah, art's top notch.
I love, like, even though the character development is poor in this anime, you really get attached for no reason. I couldn't explain it to you. Don't question it. Just enjoy. All right.
I mean, it's not that the character development's poor. Like, the main character, Kirito, I can't say it right. I can't say Japanese names right. Anyway, the main character has a good story arc, honestly. Even though we said in the first episode...
Story arc, but not development.
Well,
like,
yeah.
you don't... I feel like even though he is the only one who does get, like, full development, if that's what you want to call it, he gets the most. And he's the only one. Even his co-star. His co-star, his counterpart, Asuna, the love of his life, she is very malnourished when it comes to character development.
One tone. In fact, this is really spoilery right now, but I think his sort of sister, whatever you want.
Sister cousin thing.
Sister cousin lover thing. It has more development than Asuna. Who was like the main counterpart.
And even though she got more than Asuna, it wasn't a lot at all.
It wasn't a lot, but it was noticeably a lot more than her. Then again, though, Asuna was out for a season. Basically.
Out? I wouldn't say out.
I wouldn't say out, but she was, sort of out. Anyway.
Let's talk about the Yui episodes.
This is where the story got a little bit crazy and a lot of bit crazy. Okay, they find this kid in the woods. Oh, instantly, my fucking child.
It adopted instantly.
Instantly, like they didn't even pick up the kid yet, and that's my child.
Don't. Take a second for us to tell you, we love Yui.
Oh my god.
For no reason. Like, you are gonna grow attachments to characters like that, and don't question it. Just enjoy the show.
I'm not a loving person.
It's gonna happen.
But you'll love these characters.
And literally, like, they pick up this girl, and instantly it's part of their family. For no reason.
Honestly, I think it's because all the characters seem so innocent. Like, all the characters seem so innocent that you have to instantly love them. There's only one character in the whole show that's not a good character at all. That's the only reason why you don't care for him.
Who?
I'm talking about,
Heathcliff?
Yeah.
Akihiko Kaiba.
Akihiko Kaiba, yeah.
The guy who made Sword Art Online.
He's the only person I give no fucks about.
I actually like him.
I mean,
No, because remember the second story arc?
he was cool
Oberon.
then. I'm just talking about the first one right now. Oberon's
Oh.
dick. Anyway, that's Isaac Clarke. Anyway, had to break up tension.
Akihiko Kaiba, in the first story arc,
Was a dick.
yeah. There was no rhyme or reason to what he did, why he created Sword Art Online.
There was a reason. He wanted to be God.
Yeah, he wanted to be God. There was
He has
no
the same
good.
complex I do when I play with ants in the sand. I want to be God.
There was no good reason.
And there's no good reason why I play with ants in the sand. But I just do.
Well, oh my Jesus Christ!
We forgot
So we've
something.
gone over character development. It's lackluster. We've gone over art. It's good.
Amazing. Really
Action,
good.
great. It's really what makes this show good.
We didn't really talk about actual story.
A little here and there. I think we got two more things to talk about. We got the main story, how we feel about how everything ended and how it went.
Oh, yeah.
Storyline, and music.
I'll be in the other room for the music section.
So let's talk about the story. Most people, either they're complete fanboys of this series, like they will die hard, defend it to the end of the world, or they hate it because it got so hype. And, you know, I'm not gonna be biased, like there are some things wrong with the show. One of those things being the character development, another thing being a huge hole in the story. Not even a hole, more...
What the fuck are you?
They jumped a lot.
Yes, they did.
Now...
Like, the third episode was months later, wasn't it?
It's a good and a bad thing. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Some people don't like that they jump, like, between episodes is, like, months, sometimes longer. They jump like that to try and keep the story going, and every episode usually is a different story, like a different... think of it like a Scooby-Doo episode. Like, there's a whole storyline in one episode. I like that. Sometimes there's like 2 or 3 episodes to a storyline. Excuse me. 2 or 3 episodes to a storyline. I don't mind that. Sometimes I think it's slow. So I do like what they did with jumping around. Some people might not like that. Like, oh, what happened in between that? I want, more closure. I liked it. But there was, sometimes it did feel like there was huge gaps. Because Kirito advances so fast. He is, like, the strongest person in the game. He's the strongest player in the game.
And he acts like he isn't, too, to protect other players. Let's give a quick summary. Shouldn't we do that? That's like a thing you do in reviews. You do quick summaries of the story. Like, we give a setting and stuff.
Usually in the beginning. But, this is the first
of hopefully many.
First of many anime videos to be on the SillySallies.
Okay, well, so basically, you follow young Kirito.
This is way late.
Way late. But we follow young Kirito as he goes into, a new virtual reality game. Sword Art Online. Yeah! It's supposed to be like the best thing since sliced bread, and before that just...
Fucking is, though. Man, I would kill for that shit.
I've already killed. Not for that, but I've killed many. Anyway, let's get back on track here. So we follow him, First day game comes out, like, how many people was it? Was it 100,000?
No, it was... I can't remember the exact numbers.
I think it was a
small.
It was an increment of 10 though. I think it might have been 10,000 actually. No, I think it was more than that, maybe 50. I don't know. That doesn't matter. Well, they're all playing this game, and then they realize, like, they go, and then naturally they find, like, I can't log out. Why can't I log out? There is no log out button. Freeze frame. Anyway, there's no logout button. So, like, every player out of nowhere, they didn't know what was happening, gets teleported to, like, this main town lobby area where the creator of the game, Akihiko Hayaba. I can't say Japanese names. This isn't going to be for the first episode. This is going to be for all. Akihiko Hayaba basically states, yeah, you're pretty much dicked. I did this on purpose. There is no logout. If you die in here, you die in real life. If your parents or loved ones try to take the helmet off of you, you'll die because your brain, most of your brain, your consciousness, is locked away in the controller, the game, the helmet that you go into. Which is, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, basically,
there's 100 bosses.
If stuff happens, it fries your brain.
Yes. There's 100 bosses. The only way to get out of it is if they kill every single boss.
The levels of the tower.
Yeah, there's 100 levels in this tower.
Castle thing.
It's ridiculously amazing. Anyway.
Aincrad. That's what the castle's called.
Is that what it's called?
Aincrad.
I forgot. It's been a month or two since I watched this. Maybe a little longer. It was really good. It's still in the feels, but still. So, like, people found the first boss after months. It took months just to find the cave for this first boss. And when they found it, it was like, this is impossible to kill. And and then it just basically boils down to
Working
Kirito.
together.
Yeah, working together. And Kirito was a beta tester before the game actually came out. So like he tested it out, and he's basically ahead of everybody in terms of like level, knowledge. And skill set. Well, no, he was ahead of people in level because he knew how to level up. Remember?
Yeah, he knew how to level up a little faster.
Okay,
than
well,
everybody else.
basically knowledge, but he ended up leveling up way past people. Mm-hmm. And that's basically the basic summary of it.
Right.
Because I'm not going to get too far into it because we're still talking about it. I don't want to eat this.
Well, the story itself is satisfying for the most part. There are gaps, so that can be an issue for some people. I like it, and so that'll give us a chance to talk about the music.
Christmas music fans, beware. Christmas music enthusiasts, I should say, beware. It's a little bumpy from here.
In a good way.
Not really. It's really sad.
And
You'll never be able to watch Rudolph the same way again.
let's just talk about it's my favorite part of this show is the music. Oh god.
My favorite part was the action. You know what usual people enjoy in shows.
I still listen to the original opening.
Oh, the original opening's so good.
Crossing Fields for Sword Art Online.
It has a good theme to it.
So good. So good.
We're not going to start singing it now, so don't start.
If you watch it, chances are it's going to get stuck in your head. It's amazing. It's some people don't like it, and I don't understand why.
I really don't either.
It's great when they changed it, because they changed themes and stuff.
Yeah, that's just common.
It upset me.
Even the second theme wasn't that bad, though.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't Crossing
great.
Fields. It was not Crossing Field.
That's one thing it was not.
Yeah. And it had fucking Suguha in it.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Suguha bugs me a little bit. And the second story arc, like, not even sister cousin thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's arguable that the mom lied to Kirito and told him that they were cousins to make him feel like
Part of the family.
part of the family, so he's not really her sister's son, and he's just really adopted. And
it's so
it's so like
weird.
not clear.
It's like incest.
Some people say it's cousins, some people they're definitely not brother and sister. Put it that way.
It's incest in my mind. It's they grew up together since what, he was like 5 or something. Like I forget what the age was, but like
It wasn't his fault. Don't. It's not his fault at all.
He has no attraction. Of course, as usual, the dumb female has all the attraction. This will get sexist quick. Let's change the topic now.
No, he has eyes for Asuna only. And he's only allowed to have eyes for Asuna only because I am thoroughly invested in them being together.
Or Klein.
Klein's allowed in there at any time. Don't talk about that.
Part of a Devil's Horns threesome, 2 dudes.
I don't think Kirito would be down with that.
I think he would. Because
Kirito would be like, nah.
No. Say, you'll go Kirito and Asuna. Yeah. And then Klein's behind Kirito. Pile driving his massive 10-inch dong into Kirito.
We're cutting this out.
No, we're not. This better stay. Let's get away from the threesome that has to happen.
Shut up. Stop. So, we've been over character development, music, story.
A massive 3-way.
It's okay. a massive 3-way. We've been over a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
I think all in all, I give the show an 8 out of 10.
I give it a 9 nipples out of 10. 9 severed nipples out of 10. I'm on a diet, so nice and crispy, but also good in protein. But we're gonna.
What, do you eat them on your pizza like pepperoni?
Yeah, that's why they call them pepperoni nipples.
Okay. Well,
I guess this is where we leave.
go ahead and share in the comments down below if you liked the anime, if you didn't like the anime. Tell us why. Try and help us see, because
Give us structure.
yeah, try and tell us
What
more you would like us to talk
we
about.
did wrong. Tell us what we did wrong.
Just let us know what you would like us to talk about more about the animes and different things, and try and let us know what animes you'd like us to watch. And if you liked this and would like to see us do more of this, like and subscribe. Leave comments down below.
And I'm just gonna throw this in. We do have 2 actually set animes that we're gonna do next, and then after that, hopefully comments come in and we'll take it from comments. But
Right,
I think we're definitely gonna do Death Note.
Yeah.
And hopefully do Hellsing, because I really do want to finish that. It's been a while since we watched that too, but I really do want to finish that.
Right. So, just let us know.
Yeah.
All right.
No one's have to battle.
G.I. Joe.
No, you can't say that. We don't have that. G.I. Jose. Do-do-do.